Hey guys, it's your girl Vanessa here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I share with you an amazing hair growth oil recipe that you can certainly consider adding to your regimen in order to help you grow those areas that are just looking thin, or perhaps areas that you've lost hair from and you're trying to regrow. As you can see my edges here guys, I had literally lost my edges. I literally had no hair in that area, but look at my edges now, like they've come a long way. My edges are pretty much full. I can grab hair in that area. It's looking so much better than what I had initially, so I'll definitely suggest that you keep on watching and you watch to the end of the video guys, so you don't miss out on any useful information. Now I've had quite a lot of recent subscribers. Thank you so much for joining the family. I really love and appreciate you. Now if you're new here, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on amazing high growth recipes that I share every twice a week. So let's hop into the video guys. The first ingredient we'll need for this recipe will be some olive oil. Now I used about half a cup of olive oil. Olive oil is just really good for our hair guys because it's full of vitamins and antioxidants that are good at nourishing our follicles and just helping keep our hair moisturized and also stimulating hair growth. Now these quantities don't have to be stuck to. You can alter it however you want depending on what you have and also how much of this you're trying to make, so don't worry too much about sticking to the exact quantities that I'm using. So the next one would be some coconut oil. Now coconut oil is generally good for our hair as well guys. I know some people's hair don't agree with coconut oil, and if that's you, definitely don't use it. You can skip it in this recipe. Coconut oil helps penetrate the hair shaft, nourishing our follicles and also keeping it nice and healthy. Now the next ingredient will be some moringa powder. Now moringa powder is literally a powerhouse. It's super food for our hair. It's so full of vitamins, antioxidants, protein, which are literally all of the ingredients that our hair needs, or not ingredients, sorry, all of the nutrients that our hair needs in order to thrive. So I used a couple of tablespoons of that. Like I said guys, alter these quantities however you want. And then we're now going to go in with some coffee. Now for this recipe, I'll suggest that you use coffee powder because coffee powder is better because it will release all of that goodness into the oil. I did not have coffee powder and I just use instant coffee because that's what I had. And also make sure that yours is not decaf because it contains a lesser amount of caffeine, so you need enough of the caffeine in the coffee because that's the active ingredient. Now I actually recently started using coffee guys. This recipe initially did not have coffee in it, to be honest, so you can skip the coffee if you don't want to, but I just thought it was nice to add some coffee in it because it helps to stimulate hair growth. And then finally we added a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil. Now avocado oil is also amazing for hair guys, full of vitamins, antioxidants, keeps our hair nice and moisturized, nourishes our follicles, stimulates hair growth, prevents hair loss. So it has some amazing properties that you definitely don't want to miss out on. So I suggest that you consider adding it into your regimen. So mix everything together really well, and then I went ahead and placed it in a little pot. Actually this is a pan with some water in it, and allowed it to boil for about 30 minutes, stirring in between. Now you can let this boil for a bit longer if you want to. As you're noticing here, my coffee is not really melting because it's instant coffee, so it's not going to melt in oil. But if I had the powder, for example, this would have been much better, but it's still okay because I'm pretty sure that I still managed to retain some of the nutrients of the coffee inside the oil regardless. So we're now going to let that sit for a little bit, allowing it to cool down, and then we can then strain it using a normal sieve. If you've got a stocking cap or a tea towel or any other thing that you've got that you can strain with, definitely use that. I didn't have one, so I just used a normal sieve. But then if you're using a sieve guys, just bear in mind that you will still have some stuff left in your oil, like some bits of coffee and also some bits of powder at the bottom, so you might need to strain it again. So to do this second process, what I used was like baby wipe. I literally squeezed the baby wipes to get rid of all the water that was in it, and then I just popped it in on top of my mason jar in which I was going to pour the oil to store. And literally just pour the oil on there and just allow it to drain naturally, or you can just go ahead and squeeze it as well gently just to get the oil out as quickly as possible if you want. So at this point I was completely done straining it, guys, and this is basically what the baby wipe looks like. So you can see what's got some bits of coffee on it and some bits of powder. So that's why it's important that you do that process. So next I'm going to go in with my essential oils. Now essential oils are generally really good, guys, for hair, and I suggest that you always use some type of essential oils in your hair growth oils, because they do help, you know, stimulate blood flow to the scalp area, which essentially just means more nourishment for your follicles and more opportunity for your hair to grow. So I think it's definitely worth adding into your regimen as well. So I use usually the same type of essential oils, so the peppermint, rosemary and the tea tree essential oils. Again, you don't have to use the exact same one, you can try other types as well that are just as good. The reason why I use this one is because of their benefits for hair growth. So pop your essential oils in. I don't know exactly how much you use, guys, so I think about a few drops will be fine. Stir that in and then you're pretty much ready to use it. So that's basically what the oil looks like. Really nice, nutritious, potent, amazing for hair, and you can literally just use this in your regimen every single day if you want to, or you can use it, you know, twice a week or 3 times a week. It just depends on you. I suggest that if you are to use it perhaps to grow your edges, that you massage it to that area that is just thin, perhaps every single night, and also keep that area moisturized. So perhaps apply some type of conditioner in that area first and then go in with that oil and massage that in nicely. So I'm just showing you guys here how I'm using it for my hair. There's so many ways that you can use growth oils. I'm basically using it here as a sealant, so also to seal the rest of my hair, but also using it as a growth oil at the same time by massaging that to my scalp, as you will later on see it. So I usually work on my hair in sections, as you guys know, just because it's easier to manage for me. So I just undid one section and then finger detangled a little bit, and then I'm just putting it here with my aloe vera and hibiscus leave-in spray or hair growth spray. Now you can use any other thing that works for you guys. So it's putting that on the hair really nicely until everything is covered, and then I'm now going to go in with my oil and put it on my scalp, massage that in nicely, and also apply that to the length of my hair so that every single bit of my hair is covered pretty much. And then I'm going to then go on to detangle. Now if you don't normally detangle your hair, that's fine. At this point you can just twist and just do your normal thing, you know, that you usually do. Now this oil is actually pretty good because it doesn't actually have a bad smell. Like it smells a bit earthy because of the moringa powder, but I don't really mind that earthy smell. But if you do, you can always add some fragrance oils to it. I've shared before what fragrance oils that I use to make my oil smell a little bit better. So I'll see if I can link it in my description box for you guys. I think one is mango and another one is vanilla, so you can certainly try that if you don't like the earthy smell of the moringa powder that this oil has, but I didn't really mind it. So yeah, I just went ahead and basically combed my hair to detangle, twisted that section, and then moved on to the next section. Now, like I said before, guys, to use it as a hair growth oil, you just need to massage it to that area that you're trying to grow hair from. Now, scalp massages are also good and are needed if you are trying to regrow hair from a certain bit of your scalp. You know, the reason why that is just because it stimulates more blood flow to that area or to your scalp in general, and that just means, like I said before, nourishment for your follicles, you know, more blood supply, basically amazing things for your hair in general, and that can certainly help your hair to grow a little bit faster than perhaps if you were not massaging your scalp. So scalp massages are always important to use in conjunction with some other great oils, certainly, because it will certainly help, you know, with that hair growth. So I did not record me doing my entire head here, guys, because I do have quite a bit of hair and it does take me a little bit of time to get through. So I'm not going to show you guys how I do it throughout my hair, but I did go ahead and do that, and it's something that I use quite frequently as well throughout the week just to keep my hair, you know, nice and moisturized and healthy, and basically all of that goodness. So this is pretty much it for me today, guys. Thank you so much if you made it till the end of the video. I mean, I really appreciate it. If at this point you still haven't thumbs up the video, like, what are you waiting for? You know, just go ahead and thumbs up the video, share it with your friend, your family, anyone that you believe could benefit from my content, guys. I really appreciate all of you that support me, and yeah, thank you so much. God bless you. And yeah, so this is pretty much it for me today, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed watching, and as you know, thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.